Thank you very much. And we will start the post-race press conference then for the Oakley Grand Prix of Italy here in Mugello. Congratulations to our top three men. Your race winner, Ducati Lenovo team rider Pecco Bagnaia. Second place, Monster Energy Yamaha rider and reigning world champion Fabio Quartararo. And completing the podium yet again in third place. Another great weekend for Aprilia Racing's Aleix Espargaro. Pecco, we'll start with you, of course. Such a memorable day for you and Ducati. I'm sure you dreamt of this day back when you were a kid. It's always a special moment for an Italian rider to win here in Mugello in front of the Italian fans. Can you put into words your emotions right now?
Yeah, for sure it's something that I always dream of, because winning in Mugello is incredible. For sure Misano is my home Grand Prix, but this one is the Italian Grand Prix, so it's incredible winning here. One of the toughest track ever. So it's great. We worked so well all the weekend, and finally, after a not so great start, I did it. I managed to win. It was not easy for the condition because yesterday the grip was higher. Maybe the rain of tonight was a bit have cleaned too much the track, and was more difficult to manage the rear tire. But in any case, I'm very happy. It's special to win here.
What happened at the start? You're normally so good away from the lights. I think you were down in P8 at one point on the first lap before you started to work your way through. And how cool was it as well, racing guys like Luca Marini and Marco Bezzecchi in your home Grand Prix?
I started quite well, but the problem was that I was with one Ducati here and two here. So I was in the middle, and I had to close the gas. So I seen it, a lot of riders overtook me. I had Marco touched me also in the corner 4, so it was not easy. But I was just trying to be smart with tires, and when you try to be smart, it's difficult because the guys in front of you are always pushing a lot. So I just use the advantage that we have with a Ducati, that in the slipstream is great, and to be smart with the tire. And then when I overtook Marco, I just tried to open a gap. But I'm very happy for them. Luca and Marco have done a really great job. I'm very happy for them all the weekend fast, so I would like to have more fight with them.
And how satisfied are you? As you said, it was important to bounce back here this weekend. It's a high-pressure situation racing in Mugello in Ducati's home Grand Prix. After the disappointment of Le Mans, you must be so satisfied with the way you've quickly bounced back. And we can see you've got no gloves, no boots. How cool is it on the slow-down lap as well with the Ducati fans?
It was great because for the first time I was seeing on the grandstand and in the grass a lot of guys and people with my flag, and it was great. So when I did the sighting lap, I looked at the corner before Correntaio, and there were more than 1,000, I don't know how many, people with my flags. So I just decided to stop there. After the win, I leave my bike, stop it, and just throw everything possible. I was thinking to throw also my helmet, but then I know that we will have a penalty if we ride without helmet. So it was not possible to do it.
We're happy as well you didn't throw your leathers, because we want that shoulder come back for next weekend in Barcelona as well. Fantastic job, Pecco. Huge congratulations. Always a special moment in a rider's career to win the home Grand Prix here in Mugello. We'll move on to second place then. Reigning world champion Fabio Quartararo. Fabio, another super impressive ride from you. I don't think there's anything more that you could have done to fight these Ducatis and the Aprilia of Aleix. That must have been some of the hardest 20 points you've earned, but some of the best as well.
Yes, especially because all the weekend I was not feeling good with the bike. We had a new fairing that basically disturbed us all the weekend. I was not feeling good, but we thought that such a small difference on a fairing was not the problem, and we decided for the race to go back with our standard bike. We lost a little bit of top speed, but when you have slipstream in front of you was not so bad, and all the weekend I never complained about the speed, just that in 2020, last year basically, was riding super fast, our pace was good, and this year not. So I decided to go with standard bike, and I was super happy to finish in this position and to fight like hell to overtake the Ducatis.
It looked from the outside like it was almost a perfect race. Not the win you wanted, but you didn't make a single mistake, which is so hard around this Mugello circuit, 5.2 kilometres. I mean, you looked on the limit in absolutely every single corner. You left nothing out there, did you?
Yeah, I was on the limit many times, especially I think one time was with, I don't know if it was with Luca or Marco, on the straight. He overtook me, and then I released the brake, and he was turning, and I didn't want to lose that place, and I released the brake also, but I felt the front was just moving so much, and was great to remain on this second position and have these precious 20 points.
Like you say, precious 20 points. You increase your lead in the World Championship going into Barcelona next weekend. So your thoughts going to Catalonia?
Yeah, Catalonia is a track that I really like. Last year we were really fast there. I had my ladder open last year, so we will make sure to keep it really close this year and try to be as fast as last year, because the pace there was really strong, and I feel like I arrived with a lot of confidence. So a few days to wait for Barcelona.
A great job today, Fabio. I know it's Mother's Day back in France, so I'm sure your mum was very happy, and a fantastic tribute as well on the cool-down lap, carrying the flag in memory of Jason De Pasquet. So fantastic job today, Fabio. Completing the podium then here in Mugello is Aprilia Racing's Aleix Espargaro. Aleix, this dream season continues. It's been a fantastic weekend for you and Aprilia. You signed a new contract here pre-weekend. It's another third place, which keeps you right on the coattails of Fabio in the championship. Will that look like another tough, hard battle for you out there today?
Yeah, I'm happy, satisfied. Today, yeah, I was dreaming to fight for the victory. I couldn't because I lose a lot of time with the VR46 guys. They did a very good job because they don't have much experience and they make no mistakes. They were fast. I was expecting more mistakes, but they didn't. So it was difficult for me to overtake them. I lose 15 laps with them. So bravo for them. And then when I was able to overtook them was too late, you know. But anyway, I'm very happy, you know. Has been, as you just mentioned, very good weekend for everybody in Aprilia. And in the race, I gave it everything I had. I knew that starting from 7th place, due my yesterday not good qualifying, will be very difficult. But overall, I'm happy, you know. It's a 4th podium in a row. I put a good show. I hope everybody from Noale, from Piaggio today, the garage was full of people. They enjoyed the show, and I hope we can fight for the victory in Barcelona.
Great job. Today was the first day you had the chance to race that new upgraded Aprilia engine. Did you feel that it was an improvement in a race situation, and how confident are you that that will help you moving further into the season on other fast tracks like Barcelona next weekend, for example?
Yes, I have to say that today the engine was not an excuse. The bike was fast. The bike was good. I didn't lose any ground, obviously, on the draft, but I don't lose any ground with the Ducatis on the straight. But I was not, you know, I was not brilliant on the overtakes. For example, on the first part of the race, I was in front of Fabio, but he was able to overtake me and to overtake easier the Ducati guys. I was a lot of time stuck behind them. So it was not the problem of the engine. The engine was fast today. So yeah, I hope that we can take profit of it in Barcelona. It's a track that I like a lot. My home GP. I arrived, I think, in a very good form. So hopefully we can keep the momentum there.
Yeah, today Pecco got that special feeling of winning his home Grand Prix in Mugello. You get the chance to do that next weekend. The best chance you've ever had to win in Barcelona. You must be so excited and motivated to go to your home round next week. Second in the World Championship and 5 podiums already in 2022.
Yes, I am. You know, it's going to be a very special weekend. I think it's going to be the most special home GP of my career, for sure, 100%. And, you know, I will try my best. Today I did the same. I tried everything I had. But Pecco was perfect, no mistakes, very fast. So I will try again in Barcelona. I know how difficult is this category to win from, so hopefully I can do a good job from Friday. If I want to fight for the victory, I know I need to fight for the pole position. If not, it's going to be very difficult on Sunday. So yeah, I will try my best. We will enjoy a thing of good weather, sun in Barcelona. So hopefully we can put a good show in my home GP.
Great job, Aleix. We look forward to a good show next weekend in Barcelona. But here in Mugello, it's your top 3 MotoGP, ladies and gentlemen. Race winner Pecco Bagnaia, second place Fabio Quartararo, and third on the podium, Aleix Espargaro. That's all from me. Time for questions now, please, from the media.
David Emmett from motormatters.com. A question for all 3. We saw the last 2 races that overtaking was very, very difficult because everyone was having a problem with their front tyres. The tyre temperatures were going up. Here, I mean, we had a fantastic show. All three of you did lots and lots of overtaking. Can you explain why it's possible to overtake here and whether you have problems with your front tyres here?
For me, when you are going faster, it's more easy to overtake. And when you are at the same pace, it's more difficult because details can make differences, and the wings and the turbulence. When you are speaking about tent, it's very difficult to make a mistakes. When I was behind Di Gianantonio today, was the more difficult to me to overtake today. I don't know why, but when I was behind, he was pushing a lot on his tires, and I was trying to manage it. So we had two different things, two different kind of overtakes, and for me, today was a bit easier because the pace, and I think for all the riders in the podium was the same, that we had all the weekend a better pace compared to the other. And maybe for today, when you are faster, about 3-4 tenths by laps, is a bit easier to overtake.
So from my side, I think that what I need to overtake is corners like 2 and 3, change direction that I can really, in the first laps, I nearly lose the rear in turn 2. And I think these kind of corners like 2 to 3, I can make the change direction really good. 6 to 7, where I overtake Bezzecchi, I was doing really good 2 Arrabbiatas. And then it's some things that when it's about corner speed for us is great. So this kind of track for me is much better and much easy to overtake.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. Mugello helped. Mugello is a very fast track where you can release the front brake, make more speed corner. When it's a stop-and-go circuit, it's more difficult, to overtake. And at the same time, as Pecco said, very good job by the rookies today. But we had some advantage in terms of pace. They started before because they were very brave yesterday, but we were a little bit faster. So when you have something on the pocket, it's easy to overtake. But if we had started, both of us, 3 of us, on top, it will be more difficult to put a show because we have a very similar pace. Actually, the last, I think, 7 or 8 laps, I was catching Fabio 1/10, then I lose 1/10. Fabio was catching 1/10 Pecco, then he lose 1/10. So when you are like this, very, very close, it's difficult to overtake.
Hello, gentlemen. This is Frank Weying to your left from Ziggle Sports. I have a question for Pecco and one for Fabio. Pecco, first of all, after your crash in Le Mans, it was important to bounce back. We all know that everybody has to deal with pressure, but did you feel more pressure today than you felt before? Because if you would not have a good result here, it would be even more difficult to fight for the championship. And my question to Fabio is, you said that you used the old fairing. Normally, if you have an update, you expect it to be better. So was this disappointing to have an update which didn't really help you?
For sure, for the championship, it was important to take in points this race. But I have to say that I was not feeling more pressure. The pressure is always there. We are doing a job that you have to live with pressure. But when you are enjoying your things, mistakes can happen. But the good thing is to restart and don't think about your problems. Just think about your things that let you enjoy. And I really enjoyed this weekend a lot. So it's not always easy because sometimes you can be very angry, like I was yesterday afternoon after the qualifying. I was angry. But you have to be positive always, and mistakes can happen, and nothing.
Of course, when you have an update, you expect to feel better. But also, it's good that when you receive an update, I was expecting a fairing with more top speed since the beginning of the season. And actually, it was a little bit more top speed, but you need to realize the positive and the negative. And the fairing had much more negative than positive, and we were clever to say with the team that, okay, it's good that it goes 1K faster, but we need to go back to the other one because we lose in much more any area. So I think was also a good decision to say, okay, we go back to something sure, and of course he's disappointed, but we know that the old fairing was working really good also.
Are you planning to use it again this season sometimes?
We will try, maybe in Barcelona. Basically it's a fairing for long straight because we have 2 wings less, and maybe in Barcelona we will try it, but if it's not working and disturbing me on my riding style, we will go back straight away.
Yes, Mela Chércoles del diario AS y la cadena SER. 2 questions for Pecco. Pecco, how many important is this victory for your mentality? And if with this victory, do you feel the boss riders in Ducati, the number 1 of Ducati riders? And how do you see the battle for the title?
First question was the boss? No. The mentally. Okay. For sure, winning gives to you more motivation. And I feel great this year. Surely was not a good start. I struggled at the start of the season, but after Portimao we find again the feeling, and I was always on the top. Obviously in Le Mans I crashed, but I was there fighting for the victory or for the podium. So for sure I feel after this race more with less weight, but I feel great from the moment I started to have the same feeling of last year. And I'm not feel that I'm the boss of the team, the number 1 in the team, because it's very important to be a team, and it's important to use the data also of Jack, and Jack use my data to improve together. And it's something that I appreciate that in Ducati is like this.
And compared with the other Ducati riders, for example, Bastianini is 1 position over you in the world standing.
Yeah, he has done a better job than me from the start of the season, for sure. And I'm not feeling that he's the boss. I'm the boss of Bastianini. So I feel that is in his team. I'm in my team, and we are doing both the same. We have the same objective, so we are fighting for that.
Paolo Ianieri, Gazzetta dello Sport. A question to Fabio: how crucial was for your race to resist the attacks of Bezzecchi and Marini at the beginning? I mean, if they had managed to pass you at San Donato, would have been probably a completely different race for you, or you think that you would have had anyway the pace to pass?
If they overtake me in first corner, I had to make attack in turn 3 straight away, because I know if I overtake in the last part of the circuit, they will overtake me on the straight. So I need to overtake quite early in the lap, and I was really impressed by my start, because I think I make one of my best start, but unfortunately I was too much on the left. But of course that for me was crucial to stay in front into the first corner, and 1 lap with, I don't know if it was Bezzecchi or Marini, I was really on the limit with the front, but I didn't want to lose the position. I go wide with him, but I wanted to stay on that second place and don't lose it.
Simon Patterson from the race. Question for all 3 of you. Now that we're back in Europe with your speed and your consistency, are the 3 of you the title contenders for this year?
I think they have more to answer this question.
You can answer also.
I did more mistakes, so I have to be more like a machine already from this race. But I can say yes, but I would like to put also Enea.
I think yes. All 3 right now are riding really well. For sure there is other riders that can fight for victories and also for the championship. But I feel that all 3 right now are riding super well. And yes, I can say that we are part, all three, to be favorite for the championship.
Yes, I fully agree. I mean, we race in very different tracks. It's fun because we have three complete different bikes, but we are always on top on the practices, on the pace, on the races. We are fighting. So yes, I think we are the three of us the contenders. But this is, I mean, it's going to be very long. It's 20 races. The summer break sometimes can be good or bad for you. So we have to go race by race. But the first part of the season, we proved that we are the three more consistent riders.
Michel Turcot, Motor Revue. One question for you, Pecco. Was it difficult for you to choose your front tire?
A lot. Yesterday, the first day and yesterday morning, and yesterday in the FP4, I tried the medium, and then in FP4 I tried the hard, and I put the hard, and in 2 laps I did one of the best lap time, 46.6, and I was quite sure that was my tire choice. But today I arrived to the grid and I was freezing because it was cold. I was feeling cold.
I was close to bringing him the jacket.
I was feeling cold. All the speaking with the, I said to my Michelin guy, I would like to go with the Michelin, with the Michelin, yes, but with the art. And his face was saying a lot to me. Maybe medium is better because I worked a lot with the medium. Was in the FP2 that was very hot, and the feeling was not the best because the movement was heavy, but edge grip was great. Maybe with the arc was better, but I'm not sure that I was faster with the arc because it was more or less the same. The rear was the thing that let you going faster or slower, so maybe I was with more margin or not, but I'm sure that medium was good for me.
For Fabio, your opinion, please, about Marc Marquez's situation.
I answered yesterday, but for me, Marc was and is the best rider of the last 10 years, and he had really tough last 2 years, and you know, for a rider already to have an injury and come back is difficult. And he come back, he won 3 races last year. He was fighting, never give up, and whatever the decision is, before to know he was doing the press conference, I will support him and wish him the best recovery, and hopefully come back and had great fight like we did in 2019.
Dimitris Diatsidis from Cosmode TV. Aleix, and 3 races ago, nobody of the other riders consider you as a title contender. Now this thing changed a lot. How is on your work, and how much depends on Aprilia's work, this?
I don't think Aprilia without me can perform at that level, but I also have a lot of doubts that I can perform at that level with another machine. So this is not about yourself, this is about the team. Looks like that is an individual sport, but it's not. We could see in many factories this year the difference between one rider and the other. So this is about a mix. We have a very good feeling inside the garage. So we are doing a great job. Once again, it's still early on the championship. But yes, my goal is to fight for the title. And yes, I believe that I can fight for this title till the end. So I appreciate that the other riders start to change their mentality, but this will not change mine. So I have my route, and I will try to follow till Valencia.
Another question for Fabio. It was more or less the same race as in Jerez for you, behind Pecco. Did you believe more in this one to be able to catch him, or you knew, like in Jerez, that it was impossible?
It was a different situation, but a similar result. In Jerez, I knew I could not do nothing because we had really similar pace. and my front tire was way too hot. And today our pace was really similar, but he was faster in one sector, I was faster in another one, and we were doing like this. So basically I knew I could not catch him, but I had Aleix, Bezzecchi, I had everyone behind me that I could not slow down. So I had to push like hell, and I was not even looking my pit board. I was just, okay, if I catch Pecco, it means that I'm going fast. So I was more or less catching, and he was catching 2/10, I was catching 1, 2, and was great, but P2 was the best we could get today.
Okay, Pecco, Fabio and Aleix, many congratulations again, guys. We'll see you in Barcelona in a few days' time.